Hey everybody, your Daily Dots here, and today we're doing the one video that I know people have been asking for months and months on end. Welcome to the Inazuma 11 as the introduction guide and beginner guide for those who are starting the game. Today we're going to be going through the introduction stuff, and we're going to be going through how the game works and what you can do with the game. So let's get started. As we have, there is a variety of all the characters from the previous Inazuma 11 series. As you can all see, you can play as all of them as they are out right now. There's actually two modes at the moment that are the main modes other than the Ichibaki's training center. We have story map mode, which allows you to advance the story of the animes of Ares and the original Inazuma 11. We also have stadium battle mode, which is basically PvP. The more fans you get, by the way, the more you win, increase your fans. These fans, of course, means the more fans you get, the more stuff like rewards you can get, and the more stages become available for you to challenge other people. How to download the app. Now, for this part, this is pretty self-explanatory. If you have an Android, you want to download this app from the website called QuoApp. If you want to go to a website called Google, just Google QuoApp. You can download it from there from the website itself. It's very safe. And then you also, after you're in QuoApp, you want to log in and just look in for Inazuma 11 SD. The game will be right there. For iOS, you would have to make it the JP iTunes Apple ID, which is not easy to do now, but if you can do it, try to look for help, try to see if any of your friends have one, and then you look for Inazuma 11 SD from the Apple Store. I'll try to link both in the description below. Maybe, maybe not, I'll see. And so yeah, let's talk about the front page setup. Basically, the front page setup we'll give you a tutorial gacha. Basically, re-rolling these figures will constantly, and it will give you 3 figures each summon. I recommend trying to get more than 2 S's, as that will help a lot. Try to get maybe some of the people there. Try to get an A, try to get an S. Keep rolling until you feel satisfied with these 3 characters. Then, of course, you click accept, or if you want to keep trying again, you can try continuously until you feel content with all your characters. So yeah. Let's get into this. The beginner's guide. This is the basically the free bingo that you can get. This bingo has a lot of stuff that will be important for the game in the near future. Some of these bingo events, of course, can be used and can give you items. We aren't gonna show much of how it works right now, but I am gonna zoom in for people to see what the bingo stuff has, so y'all can absorb it and absorb the info. As y'all see right there, it has all the bingo stuff. For those who are also looking for pictures of the bingo, we'll look at everything right here. Link to the images. There's an images file which I will put in the description below for the beginner stuff. So now let's get into the menu. Let me move the screen back up over here a little bit. There we go. Let's get into the menu part. Okay. Game announcement by the developer. This will be your announcements tab, where you basically look at everything for the announcements. Your list of daily login and determined event missions will be right here. Your daily missions are all here, of course. Everything here is all just normal. You could pretty much get all of this done in a few hours, to be in an hour at best. Mailbox will be where all your items will be. You can receive all the items at once. In the settings, you can either choose an auto accept on, ranking tickets to stand the balls, or don't. If you wish to tab these options to default, just tap this Japanese button right there. New figures will have to be tabbed individually in order to be received. What that means is there are free-to-play units that you can get from the game. What that means is you would have to tap them individually if you want to accept them from your gift box. Now let's go down to the other settings that are available here right now. We have your game profile. You can change your username on here and choose whatever sticker you want for your ID, and an identification role, record of goals, basically just translations of the tabs. It's just stuff that you have achieved over the game, just stuff and random things. You need to worry. Items that you currently possess basically gives you just stuff that you already have. These are the settings. We will be looking at the settings in a minute. If you really want to, we'll be looking at the settings in a minute, and then here are your login bonuses, where you can check what you got for the login if you accidentally skipped it all with the skip button on login bonuses. Okay, the chance game over here is you tab to win a daily spin prize. You can get up to 200 Neketsu points, or you can get over balls, or you can get some soccer balls, or you can actually get some free coins. Here's a tutorial how to play. Basically, it shows you how translations to come to a majority if you want some, of course. Help menu. Character index is to see all your characters that you have unlocked. Character index is to see what you obtain as a figure, all the figures you've gotten, and yeah. And so yeah, let's look at the weekly comics that they actually add as every loading screen you can check. That's something that's pretty nifty. So yeah, let's go. This takes you back to the game's title page. Then we have our diorama, which is like a little background. This you can see all your characters. You can choose the background right here. You can switch around the placement of your characters. You can even take a screenshot. This is the amount of stamina you have. And so the soccer balls, you have 5 per day, but these are the extra ones that you have. These are your Neketsu points, which help you purchase items in the Izu Mart that strengthens characters. But as well, it's good. It's also used to upgrade your characters, rank them up from level 10 to 20 to 30 to 40 to 50. These are your currency for the gacha game. 200 coins will be the main free-to-play / play-to-play currency that you can buy, that you can get from the game itself. The rainbow coins are the ones that you have to exclusively buy. And you can do that by purchasing on the right here. Purchasing those coins, you can do that with the little button right there. We have the home page, the team page, which lets you check everything. We'll be checking everything else in a minute. We're just going to check out team setup. And then, yeah, that was all the settings stuff. We're going to go to settings right now and check out everything. Let's go over here. So, yeah. So, let's fix the screen a little bit. There we go. So, yeah, let's check the settings stuff real quick. And let's give a little bit of how everything works. Up here at the top will be music. And BGM, adjust a game. You can turn on shooting using 2 taps, allow to tap player. These are all going to be later on if you feel comfortable with wanting to mess with the game. The app, this is what you want to do if you have not a good phone but not a lot of battery. So let's get into this part. So the 3D, if you want to choose the input quality to low to average or high, that's how you choose. Your frame rate, you can change to low or high. This is one of the most gacha games that can actually go to 60 frames per second. So it's actually kind of worth it. So let's also get into the change text speed to regular, fast, or instant. That also helps if you want to just get the text really easily. And if you just get annoyed by the text and you're like, I don't want to deal with the text, I just want to get through it and just finish everything up. Which I usually do sometimes. So yeah. Then there's also turn on notifications for your stamina spool. There's also turn on notifications if you haven't logged in yet. There's allow push notifications. There's also a yellow button for the low energy option if your battery is just not amazing, they can't just run this game well, which is completely fine, by the way. Don't be afraid to turn this on if you have to. The game doesn't have to look simply just beautiful. So yeah, let's go back to the guide, and we're going to get into the teams and other sections right about now. And so yeah, so now we're at team setup and formation. You can choose which characters to put on your team. A forward is changes on your defender's formation. Midfielder changes for depending in defender. Goalkeeper, you only will want to have it on goalkeeper. Defender and goalkeeper are some of the 2 units you really don't want to switch around. Forward, midfielder, you can all switch around if you really want to. What we don't recommend switching around is your defender and goalkeeper, because those are the only ones that can actually do any stats unless you give an ability to your, that's a goalkeeper ability, to your forward or your midfielder. But I still recommend only using goalkeepers and defenders for this part right here. So yeah, this is your team setup. Let's talk the strategizing right here. We have a few buttons. The button will allow you to add coaches, managers, change formation. The button's right here. This will help you to change your formation on your team, how you want to set it up, to add your coach, to add your move, and to add your manager. Your coach and your manager are very good because they give you boosts. Your manager gives you boosts each round. There's 2 halves to a full game, so this first half is she's going to give you a boost. If you see on the little bottom right here, she's going to be giving you a boost, and it's very important that you actually listen. Tapping this button will automatically recommend you whatever team it thinks is best for you. You can use this button to assign your team members as team captain, and that gives them a boost. will give you a 5% boost in GP and TP. You would love to have that because that helps a lot. So yeah. So right here is coach list. We have a few different coaches that give you a lot of stuff. I'll be scrolling down slowly so you can look at what they do. I'll also be providing this link in the description below if you want to look around for more stuff from other than this tutorial. So yeah, let's check over here. There's just a lot of stuff here that helps. That's kind of actually very good because it gives you a different increases your kick, dribble, block, catch power, win attributes. It's all good. It's all good here. So yeah, I'll be providing the link in the description below. And yeah, so yeah, that's everything here for this website that's going to be teaching you how to play the game as well. Let's also talk about Hisatu Techniques list. This is the button where you see our friend Kidu with the goggles, and this will be telling you how to do everything, what to do here. It does different techniques that can help you in the game. And it helps us with basically just getting on the character and like getting everything well done. There's different moments where you can do stuff right here that helps you to help the game out, like Great Omega, and Sekai, Motika no Yari, Rolling Thunder. All these different Hisatu techniques can help you win the game, actually. Pretty much game changers once you get your meter full. But some of them do have team member setbacks, which can hurt your team if your team's already low on GP and TP. So be careful when you want to use the big ones like Ghost Lock, and Great Omega. So yeah, we have our manager list, the little girl right there on the profile. This gives you all your managers that you can choose from that give you different abilities. They recover. It literally is amazing. At halftime, all these are mostly at halftime. All the halftime units are pretty good. They help you to make sure your team does not fall down. So let's talk about formation list next. As you see, formation list talks about different formations that you want to use. You can always just make your custom formation just by choosing one, and that helps you just mess around with your custom formations that you can make. I recommend just doing whatever formation you feel is the most comfortable and that you feel that your team can advance and win with. There are other formations that are available in the game at the moment that you can get from the story mode, PvP, any new events, anything in general. They just bring all these new modes that you can get, and you see it also shows you how to win everything as well. Again, all of this will be provided in the description below. And yeah, let's also get started with equips. Equips is the newest thing that actually came out recently. These are your equips. We have sword by gloves, and we have sword by Misangana. We have pendants, we have gloves, we have shoes. And these equips make a lot of strength, like give you a big boost. And some of them will be character specific, of course, just like the Chaos event, but the Alia Academy, those have specific ones for the two alien characters, or the two Alia characters, and those were very good for them because it made them pretty hella strong. So yeah, so you have a max of 2 equipped items per figure, and yeah, only 2. I recommend giving it to what they usually do. If it's like a forward, give them shoes, and give them a misasanga. If they are a blocker, give them a pendant and give them a sort of gloves. If they are a defender or goalkeeper as well, give them gloves and give them sword by pendants as well. Let's talk about characters. Tapping in the gallery. So yeah, it will give you 2 options. This will be leveling up, and this will be character details. Let's talk about leveling up, shall we? So yeah, now we're going to be going into the level up section. So we have strengthening, which will also level up your GP, your TP, and your parameters. We have skill, which will be learning new skills to increase your potential. We have Hisatu Technique to make your Hisatu Techniques 10 times strong. We have Limit Breaker to break and stack, to increase strength and stats despite rank. We have Increased Rank, which is the awakening basically to a different rank. Our ranks go from D. It goes from E. It should be D, C, B, A, S, and I think there's an E as well. So we'll check in a minute. Actually, it'll show us here. We have Kizuna. It will deepen the bonds with others because to get higher power, fighting power. And to talk about that, what it means is the more characters you get, means the bigger boost you can get over here. Basically what that means is that there's stuff here that like different characters give each other different boosts. So if you get a specific character, check the Chousen section. See which other characters you might want to try to go for, as that can boost your character if it is 100%. Each one has a 100% meter that shows you that once all these 6 are 100%, that means your character is 100% maxed out. So let's get to the strengthening area. Let's talk about this. Will increase the parameters for the player position. This will also help you. This will increase kit for forwards, increase dribble for midfielders, increase block for defenders, increase catch for goalkeepers. However, you want to increase power, it's best to max all parameters, even if you do not hold that position. That's exactly right. Even if it doesn't max, you want to be able to max for level 50 and max out everything they have. This will be good for a lot of good reasons why this would be good for. So let's talk about the tires, which give XP. There is up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tires. There's also a rainbow tire that can be obtained. It's not on here, but it's one of the most rarest tires that you can get, and some events have them. But in all general, they cost money. Rainbow coins to get the rainbow tires. These supplements are also here to help you, give you a giant boost. The biggest ones you want to get is the ones that you want to go for. The GP and TP are the ones that are going to help your character get stronger through stamina wise and how much attack boost they can give. The kick supplements help the characters do more kick damage. Dribble helps with more if you have to get into a dribble situation or if they're going to pass. And then we have TP supplements, which of course I just said, for GP and TP, those are like your stamina basically. Then we have the books. The books have 3 different sections, which can use to teach figures individual critical skills that gives them a unique quirk that could bring advantage to the battle. Skills can be attained as this is the beginner book, rank to CD, and then there's different books that are ranked to B and C. Then we have S and A books, the rarest of them all, which just is pretty good to be honest. So yeah, let's keep going down with the books. We also have Hisatu Techniques. You have 2 Hisatu Techniques for each character. Sometimes they might have one which you can also teach. A first one will be the first technique that cannot be changed. It is strengthened either by using a manual, that is a technique, or using the items of secret technique scrolls. They'll be looking like little ninja scrolls right here, and you use those scrolls to, of course, level up these Hisatu Techniques. If you see the main one, that's the one which you can upgrade, but you cannot switch. But the second one, down a little bit down below, you can actually switch and access and put your own Hisatu technique that you have from the game that you can also obtain. Once the old technique is written with a new one, just remember this, you cannot get it back. You will not get it back if you overwrite it. So be careful and make sure to look around for all the Hisatu techniques. I will put a link to this website so you can go find it. So we have Limit Breaker. Limit Breaker is just something that is going to help you. It's a dupe system basically. Limit Breaker helps you. It's something that you want to get for all the limit breakers, and it helps your character be very much stronger because there is a noticeable different power once you get that. It's a good idea to max out the limit break first if you plan on raising a figure's rank, unless if they're S, which doesn't really matter. But if they're an A or maybe a B and you want to raise them all the way to S, I recommend having them 10 or maybe at least 8 so they can get a boost afterwards, so then you can get them maxed out for A. The reason why I say that is because if an A has a maxed down limit break at 10, you can get them to like an 8 or a 6 at S, which means you just got like 5 dupes right there for free. It's pretty nice. And yeah, here are all the dupe systems that you can use. There's, like I said, E, D, C, B, A, S. S is the ones that you want to get to the S characters that you believe deserve it. And then we have the A characters that you want to give it to. And then you have the B characters you want to also give it to as well. It's of course very notable that if you give it to everybody here, there's also little rock pieces that actually you can get to form into a little pad for the awakenings or the limit breaks. Increase A. Increase rank is almost one of the hardest things to do because you need to get the badges. The badges are all here. Badge victory S, badge victory A, badge victory B, C, D. And what you need to do is you can win these all. You can win the S's through Inabikari Training Center, and you can also get A for the Inabikari Training Center. And you can also get badge victory B, C, and D from winning stadium matches. You can also get the S from Gashas. And that's very good actually, because this can help you rank up your A characters to the S rank, which is very nice. So yeah, let's get into the need to increase. These are what help you increase your rewards, and they all of these you can get these through different events. You can buy them through different events. You can get them through winning stadium matches. It all depends on which star you want. 1 star stadium matches, 2 stars stadium matches, 3 unfortunately can only be attained through event shops and maybe the gachas. Medal of Fire can be received as a present for your fans. You can receive in present as a fans in events. These of course will be in the shop events that you want to buy. Basically, some of these events bring out coins from you doing the event. I recommend doing the event and getting as much coins as you can, so then you can buy all these medals. Getting these medals will help you awaken your characters, and some of them sometimes have enough to max out 2 characters. So yeah, we already talked about the bond system, what helps you boost, and then this is what your character details are. You can check that through the little picture right there. Little picture right there, character details. And bam, this shows you the 2 Hisatu techniques that you have. This shows you the stats of your character is at this level and how they look like. This shows you the gender, what they look from behind. There's a star to make them your favorite. There's these 2 equipment items, and there's everything here. There's the name, Endou Mamoru, and then the ID. There you go. See, number 1. Everything will be, of course, everything will be on the description for you to check out this website. Override techniques, we don't really have to go into these. Their current override techniques. Basically, override can be performed by 2 or 3 players that have necessary techniques so they're within close range of each other. If you see my PvP videos, you see that some characters have this linkage skill that can do different walls, different skills together. Like in FIRESTORM means that some characters have to have a Fire Tornado, a Triangle Z, or a Fire Tornado and Shining Bird. So yeah. Let's get to the exclusive figures. Equinati Island, type of level 5s. Basically, Equinati Island, the only place that can be attained on how many points for money you spend overall. 1 point equal 1 yen. And on conversion, yeah, this is mostly basically, if you're a whale, this gives you some stuff that you can get. How to play in translated terms. Okay, so this part we're going to mostly skip into because there is a system of how to play. You see in the game, and I will show everyone in a few minutes on how this works and how it will teach you in a funny little way you can do everything. So yeah, let's get into this and let me show you the recording and how I can, how you can do this easily without me having to teach you how to play. As you see on screen, we have a mode right here to the 3rd part, which is very important because that means 2 things for basically everything here. This is a tutorial mode. Basically, if you go over here to the side, this will be a tutorial mode which you can do. This teaches you how to play the game and what to do in each moment. Each stage actually gives you a lot of coins as well for learning how to play the game. It's very much worth that you actually do all these stages, and that's why I'm not going to really teach you how to do everything. So for gameplay wise, just basically this is the best. This is everything basically. You wanna get into this part, this all event stuff, because this teaches you how to play the game in a general good tutorial sense. And so yeah, let's get back into the website and showing you what's next and what's left. So yeah, just like I showed you all just a few minutes ago, this is the tutorial. This is the basically just like I said, this is the tutorial of the game. It shows you how to play it. I recommend doing that stage if you're going to get into the game. That's how you get into the story map. So, and then there's also the different stories right there. Then there is stadium matches. You have 2 choices. You can choose against a real person, you'll be matched with another player, or you can be matched with a bot. I recommend choosing anyone else that I recommend choosing another player, but if you really want to do a bot, it's all up to you, man. Then we got different points. It's a 100-second soccer battle gives you these points that you can get. D Stadium gives you all of these points. And yeah, BA gives you the 2nd star. Just like I said, this is the best you can go with the stadium. The gachas all require all the S and 3 stars. Or sorry, all the S and 3 stars coins will give you in gachas or exclusive events. This is how, of course, yeah. So this is how you do advance, by the way. If you want to get your free fans with the order their job items to you randomly as a present, the truck delivery has a 1 to 2 hour cooldown. If you wish to speed up delivery and receive the items immediately, you can do that. You can tap on the truck and use these 3 ways to cut down the process. You don't have to do that. You don't. You should just wait the hours. They're not worth just going down. These are all the current events that were going on. So let's just ignore that and let's go to the shop menu. And yeah, let's talk about this. And so yeah, this is for all the coin stuff. This lets you buy the stuff that's here. We have the manual shop that lets you buy different Hisatu techniques. There's shoot techniques, dribble technique, block techniques, goalkeeper techniques. I will not be showing them all, but those techniques are all up to you if you want to keep looking. Of course, I will send a website if you do want to look at all the techniques. Here are your scrolls, the limited edition goods. Basically, everything here you can get except a rainbow, which will cost coins, rainbow coins to be exact, so you would have to buy them. You can get everything else with coins and fire, or Nuketsu stuff. We have Inazuma Art, which gives you limited edition items, which all of these will cost a lot of stuff. Coins, and some other stuff, tires and supplements, rank up elements, and then you have different backgrounds and all that stuff. You can enjoy those. You can ignore those. Like I said, you can buy tires right there, except the rainbow one. Rainbow one will of course cost coins. You can buy supplements, of course, which won't. You can buy equipment items right here. Simple pendant, simple masanga, simple gloves. There you go. You can buy those 3,000. There are a lot of Neketsu points, which I recommend saving up all your Neketsu points. We have recovery items right here that could give you. You can buy them with normal coins or rainbow coins. Gacha, you already know how the gacha works. Basically, if you play a gacha, you know. The rainbow ones are rate up, and the normal ones are just normal gacha coins. So yeah. They also have a system that asks you, do you make a lot of money? And those give you a different. The amount of money will be limited by a restriction. I recommend choosing 15 or younger if you want cheaper stuff. Of course, if you think about it. And we have different tickets that you can do to buy to get different characters. Each Inazuma gacha. You get these from just doing missions and weekly gachas. It's the weekly gacha isn't really worth it, so I don't recommend going for it. But you get free tickets out of it, so just don't worry about it. So yeah, this was, and oh yeah, here are all the ranks. So yeah, the blue box will be D and E rank, the red box will be B and C, silver boxes will be A, and gold boxes and gacha will be S. If you see the B and C rank, these can, upgrade into A rank, and then some of them sometimes they can upgrade into S. It's very rare, but yes. The whole adding system is pretty nice as well. You can search, you can give people soccer balls, which is more stamina. You can send up to like 50 soccer balls at best. Then there's a search, there's a waiting approval, there's a request sent, and then there's a block user. If you also wish to unfriend them, there's the purple button. Then there's a free mode that you want to use that's called one-on-one. And it puts all your characters at S rank, and it's pretty level 50. It's pretty nice actually. It's a cool max out system. It like maxes out all your characters. I wish other gacha games would have done this system. It would have been amazing to see other gacha games do this. And then now we have the normal mode and level 50 mode for friend battles. Then we have data backup. We're gonna get into this right now. So yeah, let's get into this one. So yeah, so let's get into the battle. Basically, level 5 ID is I choose not to link my data right now. I will link my data. Choose if you want to change modes to transfer data. If you choose to link, it will still be available afterwards. This of course means that you can go to settings and fix this all. If you want a data transfer, I do not have a level 5 ID account. Transfer, you can register there. If you already do, just sign in. And then there's your, you can do it at the start of the game right there. And yeah. This was the Inazuma 11 SD Beginner's Guide. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see y'all later. I'm your Daily Dose, and adios.